So for lesson 12, you'll notice that it goes for 2 weeks. It's not because it's like super duper hard. It's because we have Thanksgiving. So, um, you'll get a little extra time on lesson 12, and there is a unit test in here. So having a little extra time will be good. Um, but the campus is closed the Wednesday of Thanksgiving through Sunday. So kind of plan accordingly. You're not going to be able to use any of the labs on campus, and I tend to not check my email over holiday weekends quite as often. So you are going to want to go through the key points because there is a video that I just created that will be linked in here. But that does give you a lot more background on classes and objects. And classes and objects are super important for you guys to understand. This is your foundation for object-oriented programming and kind of everything we do, whether it be on the web or, in more traditional programming, everything is object-oriented. So this is super important information. Then once you finish that, you're going to go into the Code Easy. And as far as the exercises go, there's 11 exercises and you only have to do the first 10. The last one, I just didn't see a lot of additional benefit out of it for the time that it would have taken you to do it. So the ones before that, I think are a little easier, not as time consuming. However, I did include ones that I thought may trip you up. And so I do have hints for 5 of them. And the ones that I put little notes next to, when they don't give you enough information, please read the hint. Make sure you guys read those hints because that means that when I went through it, I got it wrong the first couple times because they were omitting some information that you need to solve it correctly. So make sure you go in here. I would probably even just print this out and keep it handy when you are going through Code Easy, because I think it will definitely help you get through those problems quicker. Then for the Dropbox, the maximum that you need is 10. And so it's worth 20 points. And this is how the points break down. And you can do a screenshot of your dashboard this time. For the lab assignment, there are separate instructions that I just finished that I will be adding, but there's 2 programs. One focuses on creating a class with public fields, and the other one focuses on creating a class with private fields. So you will see the difference between doing it each way, and then how that affects the access of the fields in the program. Then that brings me to the test. The test focuses on lessons 10, 11, and 12. It is worth 50 points. There's 18 questions. So there are several questions that have multiple parts, and each part is worth a point. So, if you see 6 drop downs in a question, that question is going to be worth 6 points. Okay, so the questions are worth 1 to 6 points, depending on how difficult they are. This is open book, open note. You can take it 3 times. It will keep your highest score, and there is no time limit. The questions that you see on these tests are similar to what you see in these certification exams that are built into quite a few courses in our program. The C# certification we take in CIT 255 after you've had C# for 3 semesters. And it not only includes C#, but it gets into database and HTML and all sorts of stuff. So it's kind of like the ultimate certification. So a lot of the information that I add in the key points is because you need to know it for the certification. Okay, so um, going through these tests, I think is going to help you in the long run, even though you may find the questions to be a little more difficult to work with. There is a method to the madness. Getting you used to these question types will make you better test takers on those certification exams. Okay, so this is going to be available starting on the 13th, and it will be available for 2 weeks. Then for additional resources, I just have one article on classes and objects because a lot of the articles go a lot deeper than where we're at right now. So I don't want you guys to get confused. We're kind of sticking with the basics, and we will be adding on complexity as the weeks progress. You'll probably notice that I do have solutions to a lot of the Code Easy problems, and it says hidden. So this is for when you guys email me and say that your code works in Visual Studio. And so what I do is I copy your code into Visual Studio, I run it. If it works for me, then I come and get the solution and send it to you. Because if your code works, it works, and it should score in Code Easy. And so I will just send you the solution that I used that scored. Okay, that way your dashboard will show that you completed everything and you get all the points. Okay, so let me know if you have any problems or questions. Keep in mind that over Thanksgiving break, I am not online as much as I normally am because it is a break. So, um, but I do check the email periodically. So let me know if you are having problems or questions, and have an awesome Thanksgiving.